We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is David's channel. We're going to talk about luxury handbags, designer handbags, all the fun stuff here. So please subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, interact here so we can grow this channel so I can keep doing this, because this is something I think I love to do, and I hope other people enjoy watching my videos. I know there's a lot of handbag and accessory YouTube people on YouTube, but there's not a lot of men. There are some, and some that I love, that I subscribe to. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel and then go subscribe to theirs. I got back from vacation and today's my last day of vacation time. I go back to work tomorrow. I got this coffee pod sampler Keurig thing for Christmas from a dear friend. So I'm trying all the different kinds. And this one's like a Biscoff oatmeal coffee drink. It's pretty good. Anyway, my last day off, then I go back to work forever. As you'll notice by the t-shirt and the Christmas decorations still hanging around, I filmed a video earlier today, an unboxing of a Coach bag. So I'm filming these on the same day, trying to get ahead a little bit, because since I'll be returning to work from about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off, I'm sure I'll be really busy for the next week or two, trying to get caught up. So with that being said, bag of the week. And I realized today the bag of the week is not necessarily accurate because I switch my bags anywhere from every couple of days to every week. So I'm going to still call it bag of the week, but you know. Of course, since we just unboxed her, my Coach Lori with the suede sides and the beautiful burgundy interior. I did take the Coach hang tag off. I don't like it, but I did leave the C because I think it's cute and subtle. So here's what we're using right now. Excited to give it a shot and maybe do a video on what I think about it after I use it. So today we are going to do a video that I see other YouTube people that I love very much do, and that is a video on like my wish list. The ones I see are like my, my 2022 wish list, things that I anticipate buying this year. Mine is not that, because I have a lot on it, and this is just my master wish list, and it's going to be in no particular order. I've decided to stop, at least I'm going to try to, I'm sure I'll forget at some point, but try to stop differentiating brands such as like Louis Vuitton, Prada, Dior, and Coach Kate Spade, because one of my favorite YouTubers made a comment, and I love it, and I don't remember the exact word for word comment, but basically is, we don't care about price tag here. And I like that, because that's amazing, because that's how I feel. I love my designer luxury bags. I love those. But I also love my designer bags that don't cost a fortune just as much. So there's going to be a wide range of brands here. I have my computer down here in front of me. So I'm going to be looking down, and then what I'm going to do is throw the pictures up on the screen for you as I'm kind of going through, and I'm just going to explain why I want the bag, maybe why I haven't bought it yet, etc. And I'm going to leave this space over here open for that. So the first bag we have, the Kate Spade Medium Natalia Flap Bag. So this bag is a very clear inspiration of the Chanel flap bags. And I've kind of discussed before in my videos, I do have a threshold on what I will spend on a bag, and at this point, I do not like to exceed $2,000. I think the most expensive bag I have was like $1,600 or $1,700. So that's kind of where my cap is right now, especially for a bag that would not be a daily bag for me. And this bag would not, because I do prefer bigger bags. I'm starting to buy some smaller bags, and I really enjoy them. But since it wouldn't be a bag that I know I would carry as like a bag of the week, for example, I'm not going to spend Chanel money. But I would be willing to spend $100 to $200 on this bag. This would be something I would take on vacations if we go out to a nice restaurant for dinner. But because I wouldn't wear it very often, I wouldn't buy it at Chanel price. And the Kate Spade brand, I really like the black with gold hardware, and then I also like the tweed. There is a pink tweed that I don't like as much, so I would not buy the pink tweed. It would be the white tweed. So now we're going to go on to Coach. And some of these bags, by the way, are bags that are available from the designer. Some of them are not, so keep that in mind. The first one from Coach goes along with the Kate Spade Natalia flat bags, and it's the Coach Melody, probably the size 29. I don't really know the difference. I've never seen these in person. They are no longer available on the website as far as I can see, and I don't think I've ever seen them in the store. So what I would do is, try to find it on Poshmark or something probably. But this would be another bag in lieu of the Kate Spade bags that I would probably buy. And the same reasons I would want it. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to go fast through these because I have quite a few. The next bag, ironically, is my lovely Coach Lori that I just unboxed earlier today. They have it in this all black. It's black leather. There's no suede on the outside, which I do prefer. Suede's hard to keep clean. So it's all black leather, and then it has the black gunmetal hardware. I think that's absolutely beautiful. So if that bag ever goes on sale, I don't think I would pay full price for it, but if it ever goes on sale like my green one did, I probably would pick one up. And then, I know I've talked about this before in my Rogue video. The next one is the Rogue. They don't have the size, it just says Rogue in color block, but I believe this is closer to the original Rogue 30 size that they had a while ago that they discontinued for some unknown reason. I wouldn't want it in black because I do have the 29 or the 25 in black. But I really like this caramel, like camel color. I watched a video, another male YouTube bag reviewer, influencer, whatever, we call ourselves, unboxed this, and he said the color wasn't represented very well on the website. It's a lot lighter in color, is my understanding. So that makes me a little nervous. I'm going to wait until my store gets it before I even consider buying it. Right now they're listed for $7.95, and it's marked coming soon. So it's going to be the same story as my Tate bag that I bought earlier last year or whatever. So I want to see that in person, but that is on my wish list. If I go see it in person, I don't like the color. I'll just remove it from my list and we'll be good to go. The price is a little bit steep at $7.95. I can go on Fashion File and find a pre-loved like Vuitton bag for the same price. However, the condition may be a little questionable at that price point for Vuitton. And, it wouldn't be an all-leather bag. So it's kind of a toss-up on what you find most important. And for me, that definitely is something I think about when I buy a bag. So I'd rather buy a non-luxury brand versus a luxury brand in some of those cases where, the metrics just don't fall into line. So now we're going to go to Fendi. This bag is no longer available through Fendi. I can't find it on the website. I went to a Fendi boutique while I was in Naples, Florida, at I believe it was Saks. I love this bag. This bag is everything to me. It's simple, it's understated, it's not monogram mania. Even though I do like the Zuka print, I absolutely love this bag. I love black bags. Everything about it just looks good to me. I had this favorited in my car on Fashion File for a while, and it sold for $1,800, which is a really good buy. I just was at the point where I had bought a designer bag, so unfortunately I don't make enough money or have enough money just to buy them anytime I see them, so I kind of do have to plan for them, and save up for them. It's a lot easier for me to buy like a Coach bag or a Kate Spade bag because they're a lot less expensive. That's something this expensive I would have to be smart about. I know last year I went a little crazy and spent a little too much, so I'm trying not to do it this year. I'm trying to be responsible and, limit to a couple a year, a couple really big bags a year, maybe one or two, and then kind of supplement with some, less expensive options to kind of feed that hunger. But anyway, since I just bought one and it was my Speedy 25 and Damier Azur, I decided to hold off on this one and it sold. So whoever bought it got a great deal. Great bag, love it. Now we're gonna move to Chanel. And I only have one bag on my wish list from Chanel, and it's the Grand Shopping Tote, which again is no longer made. So you have to buy it pre-loved, and they're not horribly priced pre-loved. Usually they're around $2,500 to $3,000. You can see them in that low 2,000 mark. But the condition is really questionable on these, and a lot of them are the lambskin, and that stuff just doesn't wear well, it looks like. So that's why I haven't picked one up yet. I want a good condition one. A similar bag to me as far as like, you know, design and material is the Dior, Lady Dior I bought, and someday I'll do a story time on that. It was a good price, like $1,600, and it had a lot of wear that wasn't really visible in the picture. Some of it was, it wasn't fashion. Fashion Pal did not misrepresent, let me just say that. But it was, in person, it didn't meet my criteria for what I paid. So I did send it back. So I'm a little bit afraid, since these are similar materials and similar bags. I want something that's marked excellent. So I'm holding out for that. That's probably one that will never happen, just because I can't find one in the price range and the quality. So from Dior, I do want to add some Dior. I know I didn't like the Lady Dior for a couple of reasons. The condition and then the bag itself just didn't fit me. It was the stiff leather. They have it occasionally on Fashion File in a nylon, and I think that is really cute. Nylon's going to be a little bit more pliable, so someday I kind of want to look at one of these. Price range, they're about $1,000 right now on Fashion File. A lot of them do have a lot of wear though, so I wouldn't buy any of those, but if I can find one that's in good condition, I'm willing to pay a little bit more, and I'd like to try that out. Also from Dior, I have this tote bag, and it's called the Bull Calf Medium Diorissimo tote bag. And I'm sorry, I can't speak. And this is a black just tote bag, very similar to the Fendi tote I showed earlier that I want. What I don't like about it is the inside is this like purpley pink color. I wish it was just like a solid red, black, white, something else. These bags are relatively inexpensive in my price range of about $1,800 and under. I will say they seem to show a lot of wear, so that's the only reason I also haven't picked one up. I've seen a few in the like $1,200 range that I like, but the condition just seems a little rough, and I'm kind of at the point where I'd rather hold out and get a better quality bag, or honestly take that money and buy 6 Coach bags. So from Christian Dior, this one's kind of a far-fetched thing that I will never buy. But it's this East-West Cabata tote with the clear PVC. We go out on my family's boat all the time in the summer, so this would be a really cute boat bag, but I would never spend $1,100 plus on a boat bag. But I do have the black and red East-West Cabata, and I love it. So that's just something that's on the wish list. If I ever came across it and someone didn't know what they had and they thrifted it and I could pick it up, you know, in that dream world, I would totally pick it up for not a lot of money, but would never pay that money for it. So now we're to Givenchy, and I hope I said that right. And this is the Sugar Goat Skin Small Antigona in Caramel. So I really like the Antigona bags. I don't have one. I've always wanted one. We were at Saks looking at the Fendi stuff in Naples, and I picked one up, and I really like the bag. I think I would prefer the Sugar Goat Skin. It kind of gives that grained, pebbled look versus the slick. I do not like slick leather because it shows everything. Every scratch, nick, whatever. And I also wouldn't want this bag in black or blue, which is my original default colors. But now I have my 2 Prada satchels, which are a very similar design, just not structured. And I have those in black and blue. So I wouldn't want it for that reason. But I really like this caramel color. I don't have anything in this color, and I'm looking to add something. So from Gucci, there's a few. First off is the Gucci medium tote. I don't really know what it's called, but I really like it in this denim. But the concern I have is the denim, of course, is uncoated, just denim. So I don't know about color transfer, fading, staining. So it makes me a little nervous. But this is something that I have seen available on Gucci's website to buy. So I wouldn't buy this through Fashion File. And then also, and it's actually cheaper on Gucci's website than Fashion File, by the way. And I also like the typical, like the GG grayish brown print, so I would pick it up in that as well. I'd probably be more apt to do that because that's coated canvas. So that's something that's I'm concerned about, and that's about $13.50 for both of those. The next thing, and I believe this is a vintage bag. I haven't seen it in the stores in a while. It's called the Boston bag. The medium may be a little too big. I saw a small one once on Fashion File. So that's one that I would probably consider picking up as well. It's very similar to the Speedy. And then this bag, I don't know if this was a like Gucci outlet bag or what, but I see this occasionally, and it's just a shoulder bag, and it's very similar to the Lori bag. From the front, it doesn't have the different compartments. It's just one big compartment. But I really like this bag. It's simple, it's clean, it's not in-your-face Gucci, and of course it comes in my favorite color, black. So that is a possibility in the future. So now we're on to Vuitton. So we all know from my last video, and probably a lot of videos, my last item I want currently from Louis Vuitton is a Speedy 25 in Damier Ebene. I have the 30 bandolier in that print, but I like the 25 size better. So this is on my wish list. Keep my eye out for it. It probably won't be the next one I buy. This is a bag that I don't ever foresee being discontinued, and you can usually find a fairly good deal in Fashion File for them. So not in a hurry to pick that up. But someday if the perfect bag pops up, you know, one day I log on $800, oh my God, I'm going to buy it, you know. But not really interested in any of the Vuitton bags right now. I won't lie, Vuitton is not my favorite at the moment. I love my Vuitton bags, but I get a little frustrated with them as a company. It is so hard to get items, and I understand there's supply chain shortage issues right now. But part of it, to me, feels like they simply don't want to have them. And what I mean by that is I go into a store, and they have all sorts of, like, the really expensive full leather bags. For example, when I was in Naples, and I asked about my Damier Ebene 25 I want. They had a 20 in that pretty blue color. I've seen on the Facebook groups people searching for that bag forever. Like hunting down. Like, hey, has anyone seen this? I asked my SA. I asked 8 SAs. No one has it. Why does the store have it sitting in inventory, but they don't have any of the canvas bags? And personally, in my understanding, is they're in the process of phasing out a lot of the inexpensive canvas bags and replacing them with more expensive leather bags, which I don't think is fair. I think that is absolutely rude to customers who support the brand and have supported the brand, and frankly are willing to spend still, you know, $1,500 to $2,500 on a canvas bag. You should make them and sell them. I think it's a little bit elitist of them, and I don't know. And like I said, I still like the brand. I support the brand. I will still buy some bags. Most of them will probably be vintage from now on, since they're eliminating a lot of the ones I like. But I just don't like that. To me, that's very, it gives me like Hermes vibes, and that's another company. I love their bags, but I don't foresee myself ever owning one, because I don't like the fact that, like with Hermes, you have to, you know, build a relationship and spend, you know, a ton of money to even be offered a bag that may not be what you want. And then sometimes if you're not an experienced shopper there and you decline a bag, let's say they randomly offer you one as a new shopper or a light shopper and you decline it, sometimes they just take you off the list forever. So anyway, I digress. But Vuitton kind of is frustrating me right now. So at the time, that bag is really the only bag on my wish list. Nothing else in their website screams to me, especially for the price. You know, I have to be smart. So now Prada. Prada is one I love. Prada is my favorite designer. The problem I have with Prada is none of their bags are my style right now. No, I mean, I like the re-edition, but I'm not into it. I don't want it. I would never carry it. My shoulders are too fat. I can't carry it properly anyway. But I do like my Galleria medium tote, and they have it right now. I found this one in this lovely, beautiful, like brown camel color. And as I said earlier with the Givenchy, I want to add this color to my collection. So this may be something that someday I pick up, because it's just absolutely beautiful. And then the last one here is Hermes, as we just spoke about, and the only Hermes bag that I want right now and that I potentially could fit into a potential budget in the next couple of years, because I'm not spending tens of thousands of dollars on a Birkin or a Kelly. I don't even like the Kelly. I do like the Birkin, but the Garden Party 30 to me is a good bag because it's similar style to the Birkin, but it's not as expensive. So I don't know, I just really like it. If I got it, I'd want it in the black leather with the silver button. Typically these are about $5,000. I see one right now listed in the low fours, so maybe someday, but who knows. But right now that's pretty much all my wish list is. If you notice, there's no wallets or anything on there. because I don't like to buy expensive designer wallets. I have one. I know I've talked about it before. Wouldn't do it again. It's a lot of money for a wallet. So I buy inexpensive Coach Kate Spade wallets, usually at the outlets, because that's not where I want to spend my money. If you have any questions, let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Really trying to grow my subscribers. We met the 100 mark, so now I'm going to try for 250. I'm doing small amounts, but of course, eventually I want to get up to millions. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and have a great new year.